day. Audrey here, and welcome to you to Spinal Unwinding Self-Massage video. So this is a spinal massage, and this video is going to be your instructional video. So first off, you need to choose your tool that you're going to use to massage your spine. So you might want a little bit bigger ball, squishier ball, maybe a little smaller, squishier ball, or if you want a deeper massage, I would suggest 2 balls. Now these are about the size of a tennis ball. They are just high bounce pinky balls, rubber balls. I prefer the rubber balls over a tennis ball, but you use whatever you have around your house or that you can find. Now you can find this size ball. I found these at the dollar store. These I originally found at Five Below. They don't have them there anymore, but you can order them off of Amazon. I also have them here at the office to purchase. These get a little bit deeper. I also have these I ordered from Amazon, both the big ones and the smaller ones. So because I really liked this ball, so I purchased a whole bunch of them because they really feel very good. So you just need to decide what you want to utilize for your massage. So we are going to start the massage at the base of the skull and work our way all the way down to the tailbone. We're going to work into the hips a little bit, and then we're going to take it around onto the belly, and you're only going to move around onto the belly if you do have a soft or squishy ball, because these do not work for the belly at all. So first off, we're going to start with the neck. So if you're using 2 balls, I'm going to turn around so that you can get a nice view of the neck. You're going to take and place both of these right here at the base of your skull. So if it's 1, you're going to be placing that ball right in there. And you're going to see when I lay down, you're just going to get the idea that it's going to be right here. So let's take, if you're using the 2 balls, you're going to use a block. So if you have a yoga block, great, use the yoga block. Otherwise, use a couple books. Stack your books up. You're going to lay back on it and place it right there at the base of your skull. I'm going to place my fingers around it just like that. Lift your hips up, work yourself back right onto it. So you're going to do the same thing if you're using the small ball here. You're going to place that underneath and walk your way up until your chin goes up to the ceiling. Okay, so you're going to work your way up and over. Now, if you're going to use a bigger ball, like this one, you're going to place that at the base of your skull. You're going to move. You don't need a block. You're just going to work your way up so that your head tips back and over top of the ball. So once you have the ball here, let me move my headset here so that I can do this. I'm just going to have to hold it so you can hear me. You're going to turn your head side to side and say no, giving yourself a massage. Okay, so if you have the 2 balls, you're going to hold them right there. Okay, and you can just keep scooting yourself back to really nook that ball right in. Okay, arms can come up and they're going to hold the ball right there. Okay, so holding those balls there are bringing the arms up to hold the balls into place, and then nod your head up and down. Okay, so you can really rub right in to your neck. Excellent. So that's the neck. From here, you're going to be rolling yourself down. So to roll yourself down, this is what you're going to do. You're going to be lifting your hips and rolling yourself on the ball. Hands are going to have to come behind the head to hold on to your head. And you're going to want to roll right up. So we're going to start right at the top of the shoulders. And let your head fall back. So it's right in the middle of your shoulders here. And let your head fall back over. So if you're on the big ball, this is really going to be big. Okay, if you're on the little balls, okay, how is this going to look different? It's going to look a lot different. You're not going to be able to roll like that. What you're going to do is come right off the block. You're going to set yourself up. You're going to place the balls right here. No more on the block. You're going to place the balls right here. And you're going to lay back. One on each side. You're going to lay back on them. Still interlace your hands to hold your head. Okay, you might have to keep reaching back there and moving them. I like to interlace my hands. I shouldn't say that you have to. You don't have to. And you're going to gently lift your hips. And what we're going to do is we're going to rock a little bit up and down. Or just rest back on it. So here you can just relax. You can also start doing some arm movements. So maybe you just want to do some arm movements and let the arms flow. You want to take them up and over your head. You can let the arms come up overhead. And then we'll move down the spine. Just with the little balls and the big balls, and move just a little, and you can see my chest moved. And again, you might want to do the same thing. You might want to move your arms. You might just want to hold and let the arms fall open. You might want to cross the arms and go side to side. See, but going side to side, you kind of press the balls in. Again, these smaller balls give a deeper massage, so they may be way too much for some people, and you might need a softer ball. So let's move up again to the next set of vertebra there. And again, just move those arms. Or again, you can take and cross over and give yourself a hug, rock side to side. Can interlace and lift the hips and rock a little bit. Do what feels best to you. Again, maybe you just want to hold. Okay, and maybe you can go about one more. We're going to get down to about that bra strap line. That's going to be the lowest you're going to be able to go here. And again, maybe go side to side. You can go up and down. You just lift those hips very little off the ground to give you that little bit of up and down. Rest for just a moment. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. So we're going to come off the balls, roll to your side. I'm going to take the balls out. Because now we're going to move down to the lower body and we're going to go down and come up. So again, you're going to use the balls, you're going to use 2 of them, and I'm going to start down low right here at my sacrum. Now if you come onto it and the 2 balls are too hard, bring them up a little bit further and you'll probably notice that it feels a little bit better. I'm going to use the bigger ball so that I'm lifted a little higher and you can see a little easier. I'm going to place it right underneath my sacrum. I'm going to roll right on top of it. Feet are flat to the floor. My arms are behind me. Now, this lifts you up more, gives you a lot more control, a lot less pressure on the ball. Okay, so if you're using those 2 balls, I'll show you. I'm going to put them back here. And I'm on the 2 balls. Now I have a lot more control and it's not much pressure. Or I can lower myself back down, let my body weight drop here onto my forearms, and now give myself a lot more pressure. So up and down. So you can get right into the SI joints here if you want, going right there. Now we're going to also rock side to side. So here my feet are anchored. Push up and down or sway my hips side to side. I would suggest do both. You can even circle. And with these 2 balls, they do like to move. That's okay. They might move out because by circling, now they're moving right out to my hips. And that's where we're going to go next. So what I'm going to do is take both balls. So that's the bonus of just using the 1 ball, except it just doesn't get quite as steep. I'm going to take both balls. I'm going to move that ball out of the way. Take both balls, place them either up and down or side to side. Let that leg fall in. The other leg is on top, controlling. So the bottom knee can be bent, the bottom leg can be straight. It can be however you want it to be. And you decide how much pressure you put on it. Again, you can be up like this or down on your forearm. And you can take yourself and lay back. And go up and down. You can even lay all the way back and move the leg in and out. And bring your knees up. Roll over. Switch sides. You decide either the balls this way or side to side. Roll back on top of the balls. So since I'm already laying back, I'm going to start this way. Moving that leg in and out. And then I just shifted my hips to change the position. Ooh, that's a sore spot there. Okay, so now I'm going to lift myself up so I can shift up and down. Sway my hips side to side. And you could take as long with all this stuff as you want. And then coming off of that, now take the balls right in to that low back. So before we were down low at the sacrum here, now we're going to come right up into this line right here, one on each side of the spine. So I'm going to lower myself down and back. So I'm all the way back. I'm going to lift my hips a little bit and I'm going to swing side to side. So imagine you had a belt on and it's just going to go right across that belt strap line. And the balls, they are coming out. So I'm just going to lift, push them back in, swing side to side. So I'm massaging all along my belt strap there. Now I'm going to take the balls up just a little higher. Do the same thing. I'm just going to swing side to side so that I'm just getting right over top of that vertebra, side to side. Lift up a little bit, swing side to side. So you decide how much body weight that you put. If you want, you can even lift up like this and go up and down both sides of the low back. And there's your low back. From here, we're going to finish on our belly. So if you only have small balls, the belly doesn't work so good. Belly works best with a bigger ball. One of these soft small balls, that works fine too. So the placement is right here. So it's going to come up. It's just below your belly button. So your belly button's here. You're going to place it right to one side of your belly button, between your belly button and your hip bone. So it's going to go right there. And I'm going to roll onto it. And I'm going to lay it right there. I'm going to come down to my elbows. I'm going to curl my toes under behind me. And I'm going to rock up and down. And then I'm going to let my belly settle in, and I'm going to let myself be really heavy on the ball. Take a deep breath in and let it go. So if I want to add a little movement to this now, I can bend my knees and just let my legs flop side to side. So massaging the front of my spine now, going through the belly. And bring those legs down. Place your hands down, press up. Bring the ball over to the other side. And bring yourself down. Okay, so just switch over to the other side of the belly button. Okay, so it's between the belly button and the top of your hip bone. The hip bone in the front is called the ASIS. Curl your toes under. Okay, and first you're just going to go up and down. Just kind of softening your belly. Bellies are a lot tighter than you think. And then relax. Relax right onto it. Okay. Let yourself relax onto it. And I'm going to pause there just for a moment. I just was moving my legs to try to get it in the right place. And you'll know if it's too low, it's going to hit that bone. It's called your ASIS, the front of your pelvis. That hip bone is not comfortable. So you want to be just on the top of that, just off the bone. And breathe. And bend your knees. And you can go side to side if you want to. Bring your body to stillness. Release your legs down. Pull your hands back. Press yourself up. You're going to take yourself back for a counter pose. Now, if it's painful to be on your knees and you can't take your hips back and come down, then what you're going to do is just take your legs around, bend your knees, and let yourself come forward like this. And then slowly bring yourself up. And that is your full spinal massage. When you get really good at this, you could do this in hopefully even 5 minutes. Okay, so it just takes some practice. Have a great day. Namaste.